Hello guys, I am Zakaria the Ghostwriter. Today I was watching TB Joshua's documentary. I had an opportunity to watch all three-part series of this documentary, and I must say it's well produced. I like the fact that they are also using videos from Emmanuel TV. I like the fact that they are using people who has been in the church for many years. They are sharing their story. And I like the fact that there are certain raw footage which are circulating on the social media that we never knew about. And I also love the fact that they went deep into the collapsed building. Some of you guys will remember the collapsed building when I think it was 116 people who died, and 85 of them were from South Africa. And I also liked, the fact that they came back to South Africa and they interviewed, the family which is still grieving, their loved ones who died, from that horrible accident which happened in Nigeria. And also when you see family members giving you the background story of, the person who went to Nigeria, how they were looking forward, to go to Nigeria, to go and get a healing. And also what really touched me, it's about, the story of the lady who got injured at work. She had a back pain and she decided to go there so that she can get healing because she saw videos on Emmanuel TV and she believed that she will be healed because she was seeing miracles happening all the time. And unfortunately, she became one of the people who died. That was very touching because, the gentleman was even telling us that he didn't even have a chance to say a proper goodbye, to the family member. And also there was a mother who was telling us about, her daughter who was always looking forward to go to, Nigeria so that she can, be with, other Christians. And unfortunately, she died there. And the way she was so organized, even if when she left, she was telling her siblings to take care of, her, bears or teddy bears there so that they can make sure that her bedroom looks, tidy. And she also had her, she also had her plans for her wedding, the songs that she wanted, the DJ to play at her wedding, the guests. She already planned her wedding already because she believed that she's going to get married someday. Because, I remember when her mom was showing us her diary. The documentary is well produced, it's well done, because they even spoke about the fifth floor, the floor which, TB Joshua was staying at alone. And they said, his wife didn't have, access to that floor. And time after time, the ladies who are working there, they are the ones who will be called all the time to go to the fifth floor. And what is happening there on the fifth floor is just something that you don't even imagine that you can hear that a man of God is doing to congregants. And it was just painful because some were traveling all the way from Greece, others South Africa, others were from UK, others were from Holland, Netherlands, others were from USA. They traveled to get healing, but unfortunately, as they were saying they were sexually abused and they were not treated well and they were assaulted and they were not even seen as people and they were told that they are sinners. And the other one, she's saying she was there because of she was gay and she felt like maybe the man of God will help her, but at the end it was so difficult for her. And they are sharing their stories, and they even went back to speak about the strategy that he was using when he was using white people to be the ones which will be seen all the time so that he can draw more crowd. And also they spoke about the prayer, mountain prayer, and also caves and stuff like that. And I love the fact that even at the end they also showed us the court case, how it was happening, and also the videographer also telling us the story, giving us the insights of what was actually happening at night, when they have to go and film and when they have to go and remove bodies who were trapped in that building, and they had to take them to certain location using their church ambulance. And the other lady, she was also mentioning that they used bus, they used even a bus to transport, those people who passed away simply because of they didn't want the media attention. So they were doing things at night so that they can keep the image of the church. Now, when you hear stories like this, man, when you watch this type of documentaries, man, it's just an eye-opening documentary, because even at the end, when you see him, when you see his funeral, he is right there, and you see how people are crying and they said, we miss you, don't leave us. You see how people believed in him, although there are so many accusations from different people who have been working in synagogue for many years, who are also, bringing out this accusation or these cases that he's been, treating them bad. And it is painful. And you're asking yourself a question that many people go to churches and we call ourselves Christians. Are we actually Christians? Are we actually worshiping God? Because if it happens that years later, after going to a certain church, and we hear that actually a certain person was not actually a man of God, was not doing godly things, the person was doing things from the dark side, he's been doing 1, 2, 3, 4, he's been worshiping maybe, the fallen angel, and you understand that you've been part of it for decades, and you have been doing all the type of stuff, not knowing exactly who are you actually bringing the offerings and who are you actually praying to, because of once you are using the certain channel of a certain man of God, that means everything that he is, the doctrine that is giving you and the things that he feeds you is from the other side. That means you automatically fall to the certain kingdom. So it's very painful for many people who actually followed the man. And now when you see him performing miracles to different places, different countries, because they said within a month of people dying from that collapsed building, he was in Mexico and it was packed in the stadium. Oh my God. They said he never went to court even once. He never even answered, questions that, the people who lost their family members wanted to ask. And obviously they showed us, that video of the airplane which was surrounding the building, and there was just that, I can say, they were also saying that maybe the plane is the one that carried the bombing and, things like that. But others are saying no, the building was not supposed to be structured that way. It was not supposed to be so many floors. Actually, there was a fault in the building structure. So that means the church and everybody from that, church setup, they have to take responsibility for what happened in that building. And also the construction company which was building there. But what it is, things do take time, especially when people have so much power. There are so many people who are connected with them. Certain things doesn't go the way, they will go if the person was that poor. I just wanted to speak about it, and I am saying actually, it's just that thing whereby you sit down and look at the whole thing and you're like saying, many of us who call ourselves Christians, we might be lost, and because we keep getting scandals after scandals of the so-called men of God. And obviously I used to do this type of content before, and there was a time whereby I felt like I can just, wait about or stop doing this type of content online, but I'm back, man. I just want to create videos. I just want to be happy. I just want to be online, and I appreciate you guys showing me love and support. Thank you.